welcome back to the channel, everyone. We are going to Birmingham NEC, aren't we, Sonia?
We are.
Really looking forward to it. We have managed to bag some press pass tickets, so we'll be able to get in early and look around the show and hopefully show you some good stuff. Now, we are going to be there on Tuesday, aren't we? The first day of the show.
Mm-hmm. 14th.
On the 14th. When does the show actually run?
I think it's 14th of October to
the 19th of October. And how much is it to get in, Sonia?
It's £13 if you pre-book, so £13 each. There's probably concessions as well because there's a little asterisk.
Yeah.
£19 on the day if you pay on the day, and that includes free parking, which I guess it normally does at NEC.
Sometimes not.
Okay.
It depends on the show, but yeah. So it's not too bad. It's quite reasonable, really.
And also they've got the shuttles as well, so you usually park and then you can take a shuttle bus to the actual event.
Yeah.
So it's quite big, isn't it?
Yeah. So we're going down there on Tuesday. If you see us down there, please say hello. We would love to meet some of you guys, and we're always happy to just have a little chat and everything else. If you see us filming, just be aware of that, but don't worry about it. We can just stop.
Fine.
Yeah. But you might be on camera. So like we did last year, we are going to focus on small caravans, because that's what we're interested in. We want to sort of focus on single or married couples who just want a small caravan, and we just want to see what's available. We also personally think that that's sort of more of the market for caravans anyway nowadays, because with all the rising costs and everything else, it's expensive pulling these things. You've got to have a big car to pull them, all the taxes and stuff that goes with that. So everything sort of seems to be sort of downsizing and getting smaller and lighter. So I think really is the small caravans are the future, really. So we want to see what's available and what's going on.
And I think anything else that's of interest. So last time we saw some big caravans as well, so we'll go and have a look, because obviously with families you need that space.
Yeah.
We needed that space, so
yeah,
if there's anything that catches our eye as well, we might sort of divert off and see that.
Yeah, if there's anything that you guys want us to have a look at as well, then just let us know in the comments down below, and we'll have a look.
I'm quite keen on looking at some of the tents as well, and some of the vans as well, some of the van life. So there's a huge amount there, so it depends how much we can get through in the day. Well,
also, like last year, there was a trend. Now, you've probably noticed it yourself if you went there, that the trend towards sort of van life, motorhomes, has become quite overpowering compared to the caravans. And we just want to see whether that is still happening, whether the trend is still towards that way. I know it's a more trendy thing to do at the moment, with sort of not parking in campsites, but sort of wild camping in car parks and different areas on the side of the road, etc. So that's not something you can do with a caravan, but
probably something we want to do in the future. Maybe
you want to do it in the future. Who knows? Yeah. It does excite me, especially if you're looking at like going to Scotland or somewhere like that, and you can just park like on the side of the road or whatever in a little lay-by or something. So there is that side of thing that is more attractive to people at the moment. Is the caravan life dying? I don't know.
No, we're keeping Dinky.
No, we're keeping Dinky. We want Dinky. Yeah, we love it.
We're not giving up.
But this is why we say that small caravans are the future, really, because you don't need a big car, and you just need a little caravan, and it's got everything. And to be fair, you've probably got more space than you have in some of these van life conversions and motorhomes. So it's a trade-off. If you want to go to campsites and everything, then a caravan is definitely the way to go. So what else are we going to be looking at? Because we've got a bit of a shopping list, haven't we?
Yeah, I've got a few things.
So what were the things that you
have
wanted?
a bigger list. You have a bigger list than me,
Yeah.
as always.
Oh, of course,
But
yeah.
I want to look at some of those heated blankets. So not the ones
Oh,
that go
yeah.
underneath, but I think you could just kind of put it on you and sleep as well. So I
Yeah,
want to see.
yeah.
They might not have it there, but it'd be nice to see.
Yeah, they're quite nice, aren't they? Because then, especially, we could use it in the boat as well. So, because the things that we want to buy, because we camp in the boat cabin as well as in here, we like them to be sort of usable in both, don't we?
Yeah.
So, for example, I want to look at some High-Tog sleeping bags on the camping sort of side of thing, because the ones we've got are okay. But in the boat, it does get a bit chilly sometimes, especially when we're going out, and we will be going out soon down to Plymouth, and it's October now, so it's going to be just starting to get a little bit nippy down there. So we probably need some nice, cosy sleeping bags down there. So, and we use sleeping bags in here as well, don't we?
And in the tent, because we get too excited, and it's about March, and we can't wait to go out. That's what we've done before.
Yeah,
and
we've done that before.
Freezing.
Yeah. It was freezing.
But
yeah.
I think the Tog
Higher
sleeping
Tog
bag and
sleeping
something like
bags.
a heated blanket
Yeah.
do for that as well.
So the other thing was, it's a bit of a gimmick really, but I want to see whether there is a wine cup
Yeah.
with a lid or anti-spill
You
cup
wouldn't manage
of
with a
some
lid.
sort. Then why do I need that then, Sonia? Why do I
How
need
many
this?
times have you spilt a whole glass of red wine in the caravan?
I know. And I don't know if you can see that here, but this is like a light grey material. What we found, which is a game changer, was, what was it that we used on the...
It's a junior mattress protector, so it's a smaller size, but it fits these perfectly. So we put 3 across.
Yeah, we
and
just
it
get them
saved
down
us.
Asda.
Yeah, £5 or something just to protect, really reasonable.
And you can replace them as and when we need
We
them.
replace them quite a lot, don't we, Chris? Because you just can't get it out afterwards.
But honestly,
the red wine.
I have tipped off the table in the middle of the caravan. I have knocked a whole glass of red wine. It spilt all. How it didn't touch the back cushion here, I don't know. But it went all over the seat. And because we had those protectors on, it just doesn't let anything through, does it?
You chucked it all over me as well. I had a whole glass
Yeah,
in me.
I've done that as well, yeah.
Everything, yeah.
Yeah.
All, yeah.
So some sort of cup that's got an anti-spill mechanism in it, or something that rocks. Maybe it sort of
maybe it
rebalances,
balances.
or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if anything of that
They might not
like that
have it.
actually exists. But if it's
You
there,
need
it'll be
something.
at the boat, not at the boat show, at the caravan show.
Yeah.
So in my next video, I'm going to actually show. We're doing an upgrade for a lithium battery, so I'll show the install of that. But that is something else that I want to sort of look at when we're at the show, is looking at improving or buying another solar panel for this system. We've got one Truma 100 watt solar panel with solar charger, and when I actually bought the lithium battery, they said that that's probably not enough really to sort of to boost it up. So you probably want to get at least another 100 or a 150. I have been told that you need to sort of have them balanced out, so it's best to have another 100 watt solar panel. So we've got to see whether that is a possibility, and if there's anyone that can sort of fit that. The other things, what other sort of technical things? Oh, the bigger things.
No, you've got a list, haven't you?
Well, yes, I have.
There we go, yeah.
So the list now, we've got our shade, haven't we? We bought at the last caravan show. We bought our Isabella sun canopy, and we've used it a few times, haven't we?
Yeah, it was
and
good.
it's pretty cool. It's quite awesome, and it's even good when it's like spitting and raining,
It's
isn't it?
spitting, but you got to sort of sit more in the middle if it comes in a certain direction.
But it still gives you a bit of
Yeah, it's
shelter
really good.
out there.
Yeah.
But then that got us thinking, like for winter camping, and if we do more sort of cold weather camping, possibly a dinky little awning, like one of these sort of side 3/4 awning style, where it doesn't actually go in the rail all the way down the sides, but it's just on the actual length of it. And because Dinky is quite short, it'll only be like
Porch awning.
it'll be like a porch awning.
That's all it is. Yeah.
Yeah, basically it'll be a porch awning.
Yeah, the 3/4 is probably too big.
Yeah.
Thinking.
So that
We'll
that
see.
is probably porch awning size for.
So you've got to take some measurements.
Yeah, but something like that. Now, we're not a fan of air awnings. We've had a few.
Only because we've experienced bad experiences.
When they first came out. Now, this was quite a few caravan shows ago now, but when they were first innovated, and we were one of the first.
You got really excited.
I got really excited. It was the
Sold
first
it to the
time it had ever
kids.
been seen. Sold it to the kids that we would get a tent. I said, "What do you want? A blow-up tent or a caravan?" And they all said the blow-up tent, didn't they? Because it was like modern and new and exciting. But that only lasted a couple of seasons, didn't it? Until we were in stormy weather.
I think that was in Newquay, wasn't it?
Yeah,
for a week.
And that wasn't fun. So waking up with it deflated, touching your face, and then we thought we've actually bought. For our D42 caravan, we actually bought the original awning for this, which we actually nicknamed Mahoosive because it was like twice the size of the whole caravan.
Yeah.
It was a monster, but it wasn't just a monster when it was put up. It was a monster in the bag.
It was a shock when we saw the bag, wasn't it?
And that's the thing that you don't really realise when you're looking at these air awnings. They look great up, but because there's so much more material and plastic and everything else inside them, the bags are usually massive. So if ever you look for an awning, just be mindful to look at the bag and there's no poles. But,
no, not for that one, but if there is poles,
So we're going to go for a sort of pole awning, maybe a carbon fibre or something like that. Something really light, like our sun canopy was, which had the carbon fibre. But that's our big purchase, isn't it? And there is one more.
What's that?
Well, I think that we need some new chairs.
Need or want them?
Oh, it's got to be need, hasn't it? Yeah, I think so.
I kind of like a basic chair.
I know. Well, we got a comment once, didn't we, saying, "Oh, it's all right, Chris. You've got the big nice chair, and Sonia's got the little chair." But you actually like the little chair.
Seat. Yeah, I like just to sit upright. So those little ones are quite nice just to sit up.
Yeah.
I don't like it where it's loungy.
So, but I'm going to try and find a nice posh one for Sonia as well. So maybe it's got a cup holder and a little table or something.
You get up and you spill it. So we'll have to test it to make sure there's no spill.
But we'll try and get some nicer chairs. But again, we've got to look at size because we've only got underneath the bed on that side because this one has a tyre. It's got the heater.
Yeah.
There's no space on this side, so there's only that side that's got the space in the D42.
And we can't put it in the car because we've got all your bags.
No. And we can't put it in the bathroom because that's got the two aqua rolls and the waste hog as well. So there's no more space in here. Yeah, we'll try and go minimalist or try and go small dinky stuff. So that is what we're doing. So I think that's it really. But we just wanted to say when we're going, and if we see you down there, come and say hello. And we're looking forward to doing a bit of shopping, aren't we? Really?
Yeah.
So. Or at least just having a look around.
Having a little look, see what's there. And
seeing what small caravans are around. Because that's what we enjoy. And seeing what the upgrades are for 2026. All the 2026 models. Let's see what's around and where the trends are going. One thing I will be asking a lot of these manufacturers is, do the 2026 models have lithium? Because by now, surely they should be all going lithium. So, especially when there's batteries like I'm going to be installing. Well, I've installed, and you'll see on my next video, which are all plug and play now. So it's just swap them over and away you go. So let's see how that goes at the show.
Have some fun, walking around. We'll be knackered.
Yeah, we will be exhausted, but that'll be good. And we will see you at the show.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.